everyone and welcome back to LewisNews, your #1 YouTube channel for all types of Spider-Man news. And in today's video we're going to be talking about the SonyVerse once again. Now this piece of news actually dropped around 2 days ago. However, yesterday I was pretty ill, so I could not bring myself to make a video. But today we're going to be reporting on this news. But if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe for all types of Spider-Man news. We cover everything from the games, the movies and the shows. And also make sure to hit that bell next to the subscribe button so you can stay in the loop with everything as soon as it comes out. With that being said, let's get straight into the news. So Donald Glover, as we know, played the Prowler in Spider-Man Homecoming, and obviously he's a pretty famous actor and musician as well. As we know, Childish Gambino, he is going to be starring and producing a Spider-Man spin-off movie about Hypno Hustler, which is the most random thing I've heard since El Muerto, but because it's Sony, you know, I'm not surprised. Out of all the characters that Sony could have made a movie about in the Spider-Man mythos, they got Donald Glover to play Hypno Hustler. Now, Hypno Hustler, I've only ever heard the name of. I've actually never read any of the comics. As we know, he's never appeared in any of the movies. He's never even appeared in any of the TV shows either. But essentially, I'll read you a little backstory from the Marvel database website on who Hypno Hustler actually is. So Hypno Hustler's real name is actually Antoine Delsoin, and he is the lead singer of a band called the Mercy Killers, and he goes by his stage name, which is Hypno Hustler. Antoine Delsoin was performing at the nightclub called Beyond Forever with his band when he was caught by the club owner stealing from the safe. Antoine uses his equipment to hypnotize the manager. The band then decide to hypnotize the audience at their next gig into giving him their valuables and money. Essentially, it turns out that Peter Parker and a few of his friends were actually at this club at the time, and Peter realized what was going on and then obviously changed it into Spider-Man and saved the day. So that's just one example of how this character has been utilized in Marvel Comics before, but what this movie will be about, I have no idea. But Hypno Hustler is one of those characters that doesn't really have that much to him when it comes to lore, when it comes to backstory in comics. And he's one of those characters that is very malleable when it comes to making a film about him, which in some sense, like I mentioned with El Muerto as well, makes him actually more interesting to make a movie about in some cases, because this means that we could get something completely original with just the name and the basic power set, which makes me really excited to see how they will actually handle this character, since we don't really have that much with him in the first place. But yeah, out of all the Spider-Man villains they had at their disposal to make a movie about, they decided to go with Hypno Hustler, and they got Donald Glover, the Donald Glover, to play the character. But in a way, Donald Glover is also kind of perfect for the role as well, since Hypno Hustler is also a musician, and we know Donald Glover is obviously a musician as well. As I mentioned at the start of the video, he is Childish Gambino. So in some sort of way, this role is perfect for Donald Glover. But once again, you make a movie about a Spider-Man villain, and you end up making one about Hypno Hustler? Like, who even is Hypno Hustler? But then again, we can't judge too soon. Nothing has come out about the movie. All we know is who is producing and starring in it, which is Donald Glover. This movie could turn out to be great, and like I said earlier in the video and about El Muerto as well, this movie has a lot more to play with in terms of originality, which means this movie could benefit from not having much to pull from the source material. So once again, obviously, I'll give you updates as to when this film will drop and any news about the trailers and any news about the production schedule, so make sure you stay tuned for all of that. But that is it for today's news. Thank you guys for watching this video. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you think it's interesting that we are getting a Donald Glover produced and starred Sony Spider-Man spin-off movie? I'm interested to see Donald Glover, to be honest, because I've been waiting for Donald Glover to have some sort of role in a Spider-Man film that isn't just a cameo in Spider-Man Homecoming. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and peace.